by explaining why this search for this white vehicle?
So we have information of a white vehicle that was in the area either during the time frame of the homicide or around the time frame of the homicide, and we are just wanting to talk to the individuals who are in that vehicle. They may have some valuable information for us, and we're looking for a 2011 to a 2013 Hyundai Elantra. So any assistance you can give us, anybody that owns one, anybody that knows of someone who owns one or may have been driving one, if you could get a hold of us through our tip line or call us directly, we'd appreciate that.
Good morning. My name is Roger Lanier. I'm a captain with the Moscow Police Department. I'm in charge of the Operations Division. And today is December 12th, Monday, and I want to give you an update on the King Road homicide investigations, at least the information that we have to this point. Over the weekend, investigators still continued to sort through numerous tips, calls, and online tips in regard to this investigation. There's been a lot of questions about the white car that we've been interested in. We're looking for that car because we believe through our investigation that that car was in the area during the time of the murders, and we also believe that the occupant or occupants may have seen something. They may not know they have seen something. So we specifically want to talk to them, and we want to know who they are and what they might know or might be able to contribute to the investigation.
University of Idaho is working to create a space on campus to memorialize Xana, Ethan, Madison, and Kaylee. The outdoor space will be a place for quiet reflection and remembrance. U of I is letting the community submit designs and ideas for the final design. Landscape design and architecture students will work to draft concepts later this fall for the garden space. This is video of the crime scene there that is now boarded up and roped off and even fenced off. Now, there's also a place to make a donation for those who have expressed interest. If you have an idea or would like to help out in some way, we have links to the university's website in this story on ktvb.com.
The community of Moscow and this home on King Road are forever tied to the murders that took place inside. And that's why, as the community focuses on healing, the university has decided to demolish it.
Both the owner and the university agreed, and then consulted, of course, with the families and agreed that demolition of the house would indeed happen, and happen as quickly as possible.
Reverend, thanks for taking the time to see me on such short notice.
Of course, Detective, please.
It's a very interesting building.
This was the first. Built it in 1980. The rest of the campus grew around it. Now, I remembered you, of course. People of this state owe you a great deal.
Not as much as they owe you. Charitable organizations, education initiatives.
Thank you. We're very proud of our ministries. I don't do as much preaching as I used to. But the legacy program is more my focus now. Things like the state policeman's charity. But what did you want to talk about, son?
The Wellspring program. Mid-'80s through the early '90s. You remember that?
Well, of course I remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to locate old personnel, faculty, but I'm having a little bit of trouble acquiring names.
Well, the program was shut down officially, maybe 10 years ago. I never had much ground contact with it, but it involved a number of private schools, enterprises, you understand, that would adopt our standard of curriculum and, in return, receive tuition reimbursement for underprivileged students.
You got any files? Any list of faculty?
Well, that's what I'm getting at, is that these were private institutions, so you'd have to track down their administrators, I believe.
That's the thing. See, all the schools dissolved with the program. And I'm trying to find some tax info, but there were religious exemptions.
Well, there's our archives, of course. We did lose a lot of files. We had some flooding of subfloors. But, you know, I think I should put you together with one of our clerical workers and see if they can't help you find something.
Thank you. Listen, before you do that, former deacon of yours, Austin Farrar.
That was very, very unfortunate.
Yet he was dismissed.
Evidence had accrued. It became apparent that Austin had implemented certain funds. Well, embezzling is the word. We elected to handle it internally rather than pursuing formal charges.
And then he had his accident.
I'd heard he had taken it hard, drinking. I've seen more souls lost down a bottle than any pit. At the same time, it's hard to trust a man who can't trust himself with a beer, don't you think? But what's this all about now? Wellspring program, Austin Farrar.
Dead women and children.
Terrible. That's terrible. How's that? What you're working on?
Oh, I can't say anything about it at this point, Reverend.
I'd like to set you up with a clerk. You can look at whatever information we still have from Wellspring.
Why'd the Wellspring program shut down, Reverend?
It couldn't sustain its costs. The whole idea was to provide an alternative to the kind of secular, globalized education that our public schools were promoting. When we get the school voucher program instituted, we'll reintroduce the idea. People should have a choice in education like anything else. Steve, would you show the detective to our old archives for outside ministries?
Yes, sir.
I'll call ahead.
I'm gonna come back for that. Reverend, thank you for your time today.
Godspeed, detective. You'll be in my thoughts.
Members of the Joint Finance Appropriations Committee unanimously agreed to fulfill the U of I's supplemental funding request for $1 million. The university says that money would be used for services relating to increased security on campus following the murders. The university shared a list of how the $1 million in funding has already been used and will continue to be used through the end of the school year in May. Several $100,000 has already gone toward Idaho State Police, their meals and lodging, third-party security, increased campus security, crisis media consultants, and consultants for a review of campus security and policies.
The University of Idaho will get $1 million in state funding to cover costs related to the murders of 4 students in Moscow last year. That is according to the Idaho Statesman.
Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Kaylee Gonsalves were all killed in November. In the weeks after, extra resources and help were provided by the university. Lawmakers reportedly approved the money after Idaho Governor Brad Little recommended it. This funding is separate from the $1 million that Governor Little pledged to provide for the investigation into the killings. That investigation did lead to the arrest of Bryan Kohberger, who's in the Latah County Jail, waiting for his next court date in June.
Hey guys, Dave Dale coming to you live from one of two open houses today here at 108 North Blaine. I did one for people to be able to make it here, say during their lunch break, and then another one evening 5 to 7. So if you'd like to, come walk through. Beautiful little place, hasn't been on the market in 40 years. Corian countertops, little pocket doors. Definitely needs some updates and love and some paint, so bring your ideas so you can customize it and make it yours. We will have masks. We will have, I'm able to step out too because I live right across the street, so it makes it super convenient. So look forward to seeing you today. Come see me, 108 North Blaine. Hope everybody has a fantastic hump day and you're wearing your camel coats. Talk to you guys soon.
To the facts, I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep 'cause my